Today we will learn about formatting in Microsoft Word 2010. Microsoft Word is a word processor that helps you to create documents with a professional outlook. It not only provides the facility to type and edit the text, but also offers features to enhance the overall appearance of the text. In the previous classes, you have learned various basic editing and formatting tools like inserting, moving, copying, changing the font, text alignment, etc. In this lesson, you will enhance your skills by learning some advanced features of editing and formatting. Let us take a quick view. The shortcut to open Microsoft Word is Windows key plus R key. The Run box appears. Type in WinWord and press the Enter key. Students, let us see how to copy formatting to another selection. Format Painter tool is used to copy the formatting effects of a piece of text to another selection. Select the text and click on the Format Painter button in the Clipboard group on Home tab. The pointer changes into a brush shape. Now, click and hold the mouse over the text whose formatting has to be copied. Release the mouse button over the target text. The formatting attributes of the previous text will be applied to the new text. Let me give you some tips. To copy formatting to multiple text, double-click on the Format Painter button and apply the effects. Format Painter is a toggle button. To turn off the Format Painter, click on the button again. Now let us understand how to apply superscript and subscript in MS Word. The superscript option places the selected text slightly above the baseline. On the contrary, the subscript option places the selected text slightly below the baseline and makes it appear smaller than the rest of the text. Type M2 and select 2. Click on the Font dialog box launcher on the Home tab. The Font dialog box appears. Select the superscript checkbox under the Effects section. Click OK. You will notice that 2 will be placed above the baseline. Similarly, you can apply the subscript effect. Let me give you a tip. To apply other special effects on the selected text, click on the Font dialog box launcher. Select the required font effect in the Effects section like Strike Through, Small Caps, All Caps, etc. Let us begin by learning the method to find the text in MS Word. When you are working with larger documents, Word provides the facility to search your document using the Find feature and change words or phrases using the Replace option. To find a particular word or phrase in the current document, follow these steps. Click on the Find button in the Editing group on the Home tab. A drop-down menu appears. The navigation pane appears on the left side of the document window. Type the text that you want to find in the Search document box at the top of the navigation pane. If the text is found in the document, it will be highlighted in yellow and a preview will be displayed in the navigation pane. Or select the Advanced Find option from the drop-down menu of the Search document text box. The Find and Replace dialog box appears as shown in the figure. Click on the Find Next button. The search word will get highlighted in the document. Subsequent clicking on the Find Next button will highlight the other occurrences, if any, of the searched text. After finishing the search, Word displays a message. Word has finished searching the document. Click on OK. Click on the More button if you want to widen your search criteria. Let me give you some tips. If you click on the Match Case checkbox, it will search the text with a similar case that you have typed in the Find What text box. If you select the Find Whole Words Only checkbox, it will match the complete word. Otherwise, it will also search those words where it finds the first matching letters. For example, if you have typed the in the Find What text box and not clicked on the Find Whole Words Only option, it will also search the word they, them, their, etc. because the first three letters of these words start with the. Students, let us take a quick view. Use the following shortcut keys to carry out different operations. Ctrl plus F to open navigation pane to find the text. Ctrl plus H to open Find and Replace dialog box. Escape key to cancel a search. Let us understand how to replace the text. Besides searching the text, you can also replace the words of phrases with any alternate text. To replace the text, follow the given procedure. Click on the Replace button in the Editing group on the Home tab. The Find and Replace dialog box appears. In Find What box, type the text that you want to search for. In the Replace With box, enter the new text to replace the existing text. Click on the More button to select other options if required. Click on either the Replace or Replace All or Find Next or Cancel button as needed. When Word has finished searching for the word and has made replacements, a message box appears. Click on OK. Students, let us understand how to add header and footer. Header and footer is used to place some information on the top and at the bottom of every page respectively. You can include the title, chapter's heading, date, page number, author's name, etc. in this section. The header and footer buttons are found in the Header and Footer group on the Insert tab. Click on the Header button. It will display a list of options. Select the Edit Header option in the drop-down menu. The word will display the editable header at the top of each page. An additional tab named Design under the Header and Footer tools will appear on the ribbon. Click on the header box and then type the text you want to display here. For example, Kips Learning Private Limited on the left side. Press the tab key twice. The pointer point will jump to the right side. Click on the Date and Time button in the Insert group on the Design tab. The Date and Time dialog box appears. Choose the desired date and time format. Click OK. Click on the Footer button on the Insert tab and select the Edit Footer option. The cursor will appear on the left side of the footer section. Press the tab key and the cursor will jump to the center of the page. Click on the Page Number button in the Header and Footer group on the Design tab and choose the desired format from the drop-down list. If you intend to apply a specific page number style, then select the Format Page Numbers option from the drop-down menu. The Page Number Format dialog box appears. Define the settings as per your need and click OK. Click on the Close Header and Footer button to close the Header and Footer Tools tab. Okay, students, let us find out how to insert column and column break. When you type in Microsoft Word, by default, the text is displayed in a single column style or in a paragraph style. If you wish to format the document in newspaper style, that is, column style, Word enables you to create a document in 2 or more columns. Inserting columns. The easiest way to create a multi-column document is to click on the Page Layout tab and click on the Columns button in the Page Setup group. Select the text. Click on the Columns button. A drop-down menu displays different styles in which columns can be created. Select the number of columns you would like to insert in your document. If you want to customize the columns, then click on the More Columns option in the drop-down menu. Inserting column break. If you have already added columns to your Word document, then you might have noticed that some of the columns are not properly balanced. One solution to this problem is to add a column break. It will force the end of the column and move the text to the beginning of a new column. Place the cursor before the text where you want to insert column break. Click on the Breaks button on the Page Layout tab and select the column option from the drop-down menu. You will observe that the text following the column break will begin in the next column. Students, know the fact. Click Equal Column Width checkbox to define columns of equal width. To create columns of different widths, specify width in the spin boxes. It will be activated only if you deselect the Equal Column Width checkbox. To insert a line between the columns, click on the Line Between checkbox. Now let me explain to you about working with tabs. The most common way to indent the text is to use the tab key. It is used to move the cursor at specific spaces in a document. By default, tab stops are set at every 0.5 inch. You can set the tab stops along the ruler according to your requirement. When you press the tab key, the cursor automatically jumps to the next tab. Tab stops can also be created using leaders line. The leaders insert dots or dashes in the space leading up to the tab stop. To set the tab stop, follow the given steps. Click on the dialog box launcher button in the paragraph group of the Page Layout tab. The paragraph dialog box will appear as shown in figure. Now, click on the tabs button present on the lower left of the dialog box. The tab dialog box appears on the screen. Type a tab position, for example, 1.25 inch, in the tab stop position text box. Click on OK. Now press the tab key. The cursor will jump to the next position where you have set the tab stop. Let me give you a tip. You can quickly set tabs by using the tab selector button present on the left end of the ruler. Keep on clicking the button until it displays the type of tab you want to set. Then click on the location on the ruler bar where you want to set the tab. Okay students, let me tell about the indenting text. Indentation determines the amount of spacing between the text, section of text or paragraph, and the page margins. Indenting is also used to set a section of text apart from the rest of the body to draw the reader's attention. Indentation feature is used to move the complete paragraph or the first line of a paragraph to a specific position, either from the left or right margin. Select the text to be indented. Click on the Increase Indent button in the paragraph group on the Home tab. The selected text will shift ½ inch away from the left margin. Click on the Decrease Indent button to move the text ½ inch closer to the left margin. Let me share some tips with you. Each time you click on the Increase Indent button, the paragraph will move ½ inch away from the left margin. You can also set the indents by the dragging method. Select the paragraph and drag the first line indent, left indent, right indent, or hanging indent on the ruler bar. Students, let's take a quick view. Pressing the Ctrl plus M key combination increases the indent, whereas Ctrl plus Shift plus M key combination decreases the indent. Students, let us study how to set paragraph spacing. Paragraph spacing determines the amount of spaces above or below a paragraph. Follow the steps to set the spacing before or after a paragraph. Select the paragraph whose spacing you want to change. Click on the Paragraph dialog box launcher option. The Paragraph dialog box will open. Select the Indents and Spacing tab. Click on the up or down arrow next to spacing before or spacing after and enter the amount of space that you want. Click OK. Okay, let us understand how to set margins. Margin refers to the amount of blank space between the edge of the page and the document text. Microsoft Word allows you to set the margins on all the 4 sides of a document, that is, top, bottom, left, and right. The default margins are set at 1 inch from top and bottom and 1 inch from left and right edge of the page. Using ruler bars. To change the left to right margins, point to a margin boundary on the horizontal ruler. When the pointer changes to a double-headed arrow, drag the margin boundary as per your need. To change the top or bottom margins, point to a margin boundary on the vertical ruler. When the pointer changes to a double-headed arrow, drag the margin boundary as required. Using Page Layout tab. Select the Page Layout tab. Click on the Margins option in the Page Setup group. A drop-down list of options appears. The normal option is selected by default. Select any predefined margin setting, or select the Custom Margins option. The Page Setup dialog box will appear. Select the Margins tab. Type the values for top, bottom, left, and right margins, or click on the spin boxes to set the margins. In the Apply to drop-down list, choose either Whole Document or Selected Text option. Click on OK. Okay, let us now understand how to set page orientation. The page orientation property sets the printing direction of the text. The default orientation of the paper is set to portrait, in which the document is printed lengthwise. When we choose landscape orientation, the document is printed widthwise. To change the paper orientation, follow the given steps. Select the Page Layout tab. Click on the Orientation button in the Page Setup group. Choose the landscape orientation from the drop-down list. Observe the change. Let us find out how to set paper size. In Microsoft Word, you can work with different sizes of paper, though the available selections depend on the type of printer you use. To set a paper size, select the Page Layout tab. Click on the Size button in the Page Setup group. A list of paper size options appears. The current paper size is highlighted in the drop-down list. Select any desired page size option. The paper size of the document changes accordingly. Or click on the More Paper Sizes option in the Size button drop-down list. The Page Setup dialog box will appear. Click on the Paper tab. Select the desired size from the Paper Size drop-down list. Observe the changes in the preview block and click OK. Students, now let us see how to preview a document. A printed output of a document or an image is called a hard copy. From time to time, you need hard copies of your work. MS Word provides us with options to print a document, analyze its preview, and control the printing properties. Microsoft Word allows you to preview the document before printing. Follow the given steps to preview a document. Click on the File tab and then select the Print option. The preview of your document automatically appears on the right side of the Word window. To view each page, click on the arrows below the preview section present on the navigation bar. You can magnify the view of the page by using the zoom slider bar at the bottom right corner of the preview section. If you want to print more than one copy of a document, you can choose between the collated and uncollated options in the Settings option. If there are 10 pages in a document and you want to print 5 copies, the collated option will print the complete copy of the document. That is, from page 1 to page 10, and then it will again start printing the next copy. Whereas the uncollated option will print all the 5 copies of the first page and then print the next copy of the subsequent pages. Likewise, After checking the preview of the document, you can follow the given steps to print the document. Click on the File tab and then select the Print option. Choose the printer from the Printer drop-down list. Enter the number of copies in the Copies pin box. Under the Settings section, click on the arrow next to the Print All Pages to choose any given option. Selecting the Print All Pages option prints the entire document. Selecting the Print Selection option prints only the selected text from the document, that is 1, 5, 8. Prints the first, fifth, and eighth pages. Selecting the Print Current Page prints only the selected page from your document. Choosing the Print Custom Range option prints the specified range of pages from the document, like 3, 5, 8, 10. Prints 2-page ranges, 3rd to 5th and 8th to 10th. After selecting the required options, click on the Print button. Okay students, let us take a recap of this chapter. Format Painter tool is used to copy the formatting effects of a piece of text to another selection. Subscript option places the selected text slightly below the line of normal printed text and makes it appear smaller than the rest of the text. Superscript option places the selected text slightly above the line of normal printed text. In MS Word, a file is saved with an extension .docs. Replace button changes the search text with the new text given and replace with text box. Header and footer is used to place important information on top and at the bottom of every page respectively. Tab key is used to move the cursor at certain spaces in a document. Indenting feature is used to move the complete paragraph or the first line to a specific number of places from left or right margin. Paragraph spacing determines the amount of spaces above or below a paragraph. Margin refers to the amount of blank space between the edge of the page and document text.